Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to part 16 of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to begin our journey through the desert, and we're going to do that by entering the Gerudo Fortress, rescuing the Carpenters, getting the final Quiver upgrade, and then going through the desert itself and reaching the Spirit Temple. We will not start the Spirit Temple until the next section of the walkthrough, so this is basically just all the mini questing you have to do in order to get there and learn the song, and then get started on that adventure. I do want to give a really big shout out to a website that I've used several times over the years, and I use this for the Eagles Tower section of my Link's Awakening walkthrough, just because some areas of these games are just confusing. They're mazes, and just finding the quickest way through can be annoying, but the games are old, so it's been done before. So I want to give a really big thank you to ZeldaDungeon.net for their walkthrough. For Gerudo Fortress, it's just really easy to follow, and it just shows you the critical path to rescue the Carpenters and not go through random doors you don't need to be going through. So thank you very much to them. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to leave the Temple of Time and head to the west. So if you remember, on the Bigoron Sword side quest, the trading sequence, we actually did technically enter the desert to speak with the Master Carpenter, to give him his saw back, and then what did he give us in return? I actually forget. The broken Bigoron tool. We did enter the desert for that, but we didn't really go very far at all. Oh, wrong song. Wrong song. It's up, left, right for Epona. There we go. So we did enter the desert, but we didn't go very far. But for now, we will. And by the end of this mini-quest and rescuing the Carpenters, the bridge that connects Hyrule Field to Gerudo Fortress, or Gerudo Valley, really, will be fixed. So you will no longer need to Longshot across. There are two ways to get into the desert if you did not do the Bigoron Sword side quest. If you didn't do that, you either need a Longshot, which means you need to finish the Water Temple, or you need Epona. Doing it with Epona is a bit more cinematic, which I like. The other thing that you will need to reach the Spirit Temple is the Lens of Truth. You do need the hover boots to solve one of the puzzles, I think, in the dungeon, but for the most part, you really just need the Lens of Truth. Alright, welcome to Gerudo Valley. So with Epona, you can just speed up and then jump across the bridge. There you go. And if you speak with the Master Carpenter, he says that his sons, or rather his employees, sort of went to Gerudo Fortress in hopes of joining the thieves, but they haven't come back. And that's because they've actually been captured. Alright. Welcome to Gerudo's Fortress. That's the thumbnail right there. Alright. So what we're going to do is, if we come over here, you'll see that there's a gate here, but as soon as we approach it, it says, halt, stay where you are. And then Link gets thrown in prison. So, we are in prison with the Carpenters. So the guard says, stupid kid, get in there and keep quiet. Now we have a mission here. The mission is to rescue the Carpenters. So if you take out your Longshot, you will see that there's a wood beam here to attach to. Oops. It's a little hard to land exactly where you want to land. But you want to try to land on the sill of this window here. Great. Okay. So you can see the guards walking around down there. You don't want to be seen by them, but if you look over here into the fortress, there's tons of doorways to go into. So we're going to go into some very specific doors. So we're going to quickly jump over here. And then what we're going to do... Oh, Navi, what? The desert. That is where Ganondorf, the evil king, was born. If we go there, we might find something. I know. That's why we're here. All right, so we're going to take out our bow, and then we're going to incapacitate the guard here, jump off, and then turn around. And now we're going to rescue the first Carpenter, Ichiro. All right, so as soon as we approach the cell, it says, hey, you, young man, over there. Look over here inside the cell. We can speak with him. I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All of my fellow carpenters are imprisoned somewhere in here. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favor somehow. But be careful. There's sure to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out! There you go. So, the Gerudo guards, it's sort of like Stalfos for the most part. They can block, but they do have this attack where they jump over you. And if you get hit by it, it'll immediately incapacitate you and send you back to prison. So you don't want to get hit by it. Oh, I just realized I have the Bigaron sword out. There we go. All right, so the guard leaves and drops a key. You found a small key. Key will open a locked door. You could use it only in this dungeon. So technically, this is a dungeon. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you can only use it on this door or if it counts for the other doors as well. But in any event, we can open the cell and speak with Ichiro. Did you come here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I'm Ichiro the Carpenter. We were really interested in joining their all-female group, but they locked us up like this just because we're men. We don't care about the Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. Three of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too. All right. So Ichiro bounces. So now, let's crack open some pots, maybe get some hearts back. All right. Some supplies, I guess. Okie doke. So let's go through the door, and then we're going to go through the door right here. Okay. And then there might be a guard patrolling here. Yep, she's over there in the distance. So we're just going to run through here and then run up here. Wait. Oops. Alright, so there's a guard over here. We gotta shoot her so she doesn't see us. Very good. And then come through here. Alright, you can see the cell right there. So let's speak with him. Hey, you, young man, over there. Look over here inside the cell. Same thing. They basically all say the same thing. I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. So, what's really funny is if you've played Breath of the Wild, there is a town called Tarry Town that, after you spend all the money and give all the supplies to build Link's house, I think in Hotono Village, the builders will leave and go to Tarry Town. And then you build this huge town. It's a really, really fun side quest. But what I'm trying to say here is that these carpenters are the same ones in Breath of the Wild. And, this dude ends up getting married to a Gerudo in Breath of the Wild. And it's not, the exact same ones, but it's clear that it's the same character, in a sense. So, I thought that was a really cool thing in Breath of the Wild. To bring these guys back. All right, here we go again. Hello. There you go. Bigaron sword does good work. All right, open up the cell. Go ahead and speak with him. Says, you're a cute kid. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming to save me. I'm Jiro the Carpenter. These women are so scary. I'd rather work as a carpenter than join them. I can't wait to say goodbye to this place. 2 of my buddies are still being held prisoner. Will you please get them out too? So it's unclear if they're all twins. Maybe they have that twin telepathy thing going on. Or if maybe the guards are talking and saying, oh no, one of them escaped. There's a kid on the loose, something like that. Who knows? So there's more pots in this cell, in case you're low on supplies. I feel like one of these is a fairy. No? Alright, never mind. Okay, so we're going to follow Jiro out. going to go this way. No, wait. Not yet. Not yet, not yet. So we came out here. Right, we want to jump down here. This is the next one. Yep, perfect. Okay, so here's number 3. This is Sabooro. But be careful. There's sure to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. Look out! God, the reach on the big round sword is obnoxious. Oh, no. What did I just say? Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. It happens, though. Alright, I'm just going to retrace my steps instead of trying to, like, go through doors and see what's what. Wow, that's a generous hitbox. That stinks. It happens sometimes, though. Thank you. I like how the arrows bounce off of them, which implies, like, you're not actually killing them. I think that's kind of nice. Alright. Cool. We're going to jump down here and do this again. Sorry about that. I think they come down automatically now, yep. Bingo. Wild. It's been a while since I got hit by one of them. Alright, cool. Let's talk to Sabooro. Oh, open the door. All right. Alrighty. Thanks, boy. You're fantastic. I'm Sabooro, the Carpenter. Have you seen our boss, boy? He's probably worried about me. I have to get back to him immediately. One more of our workers is still a prisoner. Please save him. Okay. So, we're going to go back the way we came instead of following him, because now we have to get back to that room that I walked into before and said, no, not yet. Alright. Climb these vines. We're going to go to the left. Yep. So we have a couple choices. You can shoot the guards, or you can just use the Longshot if you have it. Zip on over, and you're done. Alright, we're going to pop up here. And then what I'm actually going to show you is something a little optional, but it's just in the way, so better off showing it. So if we come over here, climb these vines, there's a chest on the roof here. And so, if you'd like, you can use a Scarecrow song, or you can actually just long shot directly to the chest. And in this chest is a piece of heart. Okay, so just in case you want it, it's there. Alrighty. So now we have to get right here. Right here. Okay, I'm just going blind. I was like, where's this door? Right here. Okay, so there's going to be a guard patrolling. She's going to walk across. And this is just a dirty trap. Like, they're just trying to get you caught. Just go ahead and shoot her. Let me come through here. And this is the final prison cell. I don't really like that guard's there. It feels dirty. It's, you know, it's just like, why is that there? It's because as soon as you walk out, it's going to happen. You're going to get seen. All right. All of my fellow carpenters are in prison somewhere in here. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favor somehow. Okay, so this is the final one. Oh, the camera is not playing along. Bingo. All right. Yeah, that's a weird room with the camera. Okay, so let's rescue the final carpenter. It says, I was afraid you were going to forget about me. Now I'm free. Thanks. I'm Shiro the carpenter. For rescuing me, I'll tell you something interesting about the desert that I overheard the Gerudos talking about. They said, in order to cross the haunted wasteland, you'll need the Eye of Truth. The Colossus is on the far side of the wasteland. I don't understand why I have it broke sometimes. Okay, now I'm going back to my tent near Gerudo Valley, so drop by sometime. You may find something helpful there. Bye! Alright, so with all 4 carpenters rescued, another guard shows up. She says, I've seen your fine work. To get past the guards here, you must have good thieving skills. I used to think that all men, besides the great Ganondorf, were useless. But now that I've seen you, I don't think so anymore. The exalted Nabooru, our leader, put me in charge of this fortress. Nabooru is the second in command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo thieves. Her headquarters are in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? All right then, you're in from now on. Take this. With it, you'll have free access to all areas of the fortress. You obtain the Gerudo's membership card. You can get into the Gerudo's training ground in their hideout. Alright, so now the guards won't say anything to you. From now on, you're free to come and go as you please through the gate to the desert. You'll find the Spirit Temple, where the exalted Nabooru lives. Out there in the desert. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about the guards anymore. We are officially a member of the guild. Okay, so a couple things here still. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and then there's a sign, and let's read it. It says, Gerudo Training Ground. Only registered members are allowed. So if we speak with this guard and pay her 10 rupees, she will let us into the Gerudo Training Ground. The Gerudo Training Ground is a mini dungeon that has either 9 or 10 rooms, 9 total small keys. You only need 7 out of 9 to get the item inside, which is the ice arrows. However, you can't do it until you've gotten all the dungeon items in the rest of the dungeons. Now, let me just double check that the final dungeon item is required. I believe it is. No, I guess you don't. So you just need... So I don't want to give too much away with the Spirit Temple. I guess we can do this after we're done after we do the first half of the Spirit Temple. So the Spirit Temple is broken into 2 halves, which is very cool. But it looks like you only need the first treasure out of the Spirit Temple to do it. So I guess we could do it when we come back as an adult. But that's a Gerudo Training Ground. You can't do it until you get the next dungeon item. So don't bother with it. You won't be able to finish it. Okay. The other thing up here is the archery range. This archery range is challenging. It's not like Kakariko Village or Hyrule Castletown where you just like shoot targets standing still. This is a horse archery training ground. So let's go ahead and call Epona, And we're going to play this. We're going to win twice. That's the goal. I am going to edit out any failed attempts because my controller is not that great. I ordered a wired controller, and it's supposed to be my mailbox, but it's not. So I don't know if it just didn't get delivered or if something happened to it. Anyway, let's talk to the guard. You need to talk to her while you're on Epona. She says, "Hey, newcomer, you have a fine horse. I don't know where you stole it from, but okay. How about challenging this horseback archery? Once the horse starts galloping, shoot the targets with your arrows. Let's see how many points you can score. You get 20 arrows. If you can score 1,000 points, I'll give you something good." So there's 2 prizes here. The prize for 1,000 is a heart piece, and the prize for 1,500 is the quiver. Even if you get 1,500 your first time around, you'll only get the heart piece. So don't stress if you don't get 1,500 the first time. Use this first round as practice. Okay. So it's 20 rupees a go. You don't have to worry about controlling Epona. She is on rails. So you just have to focus on shooting while moving. You don't have to control her at all. All right, take 2. Okay. God, I really wish my controller was better. Well, we got 1,000 that time. All right. So here's the heart piece. Next up is the quiver. Ugh. Unfortunately, you gotta fully restart. There's no retry after you win a prize. All right. Try it again. All right, well, I only need 550 and I have 9 arrows, so I think it's doable, but we'll see. Hey, we got it. Whew, 1,600, I'll take it. I think it was only 6 or 7 attempts. I'll be darned, you are the ultimate master. I will give you an item suitable for the master. This quiver is very important to me. I want you to have it. Take good care of it, okay? You upgraded your quiver to the biggest quiver. Now you can carry even more arrows to a maximum of 50. And there you go. Alright. Cool. So that's it for now for Gerudo Fortress. Like I said, we can't really do the training ground until we have the next dungeon item out of the Spirit Temple. So you're better off just not even starting it, because you will have to leave. The bouncer will kick you out. Oh, you can't go down the staircase? Okay. Alrighty. Alright. So, now that we have the membership card, we can speak to this guard instead of getting captured by her. And I believe if you look on your quest status subscreen, yep, it shows up right here. Gerudo's card. Alright, so, guard says, "Hey, newcomer." Oh, we got to take the one up top. Weird. I love this music. It's so good. Alright. "Hey, rookie, are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river. After you cross it, follow the flags we place there. The second trial is the Phantom Guide. Those without eyes that can see the truth will only find themselves returning here. You're going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead. Okay, so you can't bring Epona here, so she's just going to chill here in the fortress. But you're a member now, so you don't have to worry about her. Alright, so make sure you equip the Lens of Truth. And read the sign. Haunted Wasteland. If you chase a mirage, the desert will swallow you. Only one path is true. Alright, so this is more of like a platforming challenge than anything. So it just ensures that you have at least the Longshot as well as the Lens of Truth. Alright, so just look for the flags. Keep following the flags. All those reckless enough to venture into the desert, please drop by our shop, Carpenter Merchant. So there's a shop this way. Right here. But you need the hover boots to reach it, which I think is pretty cool. Welcome. I'm selling stuff strange and rare from all over the world to everybody. Today's special is a dangerous running object. Terrifying. I won't tell you what it is until I see the money. How about 200 rupees? It's bomb shoes. Now, I don't think that bomb shoes are upgradable. Bomb shoe upgrade. Ocarina of Time. I don't... No upgrades available. And then Desert Merchant, Ocarina of Time. I think he's just straight up selling bomb shoe. I'm just double checking here. He sells 10 bomb shoes for 200. Don't bother. Alright, but he's here if you want him. Alright, so I'm going to unequip the hover boots because, you know, those are annoying. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just follow the flags. You have to sort of parse the storm here, but just keep looking for the flagpoles. They eventually come into view. All right, so this right here, this is the midway point. All right, so if you go down here, I think there's a chest with a giant rupee in it. There's a gold scatola, and then I think if you light those, it might be a piece of heart there. But just in case you're wondering what's down here, we'll come back here later when we are collecting all the gold scatolas. All right, we're back in the desert. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of this structure here. And then you can sort of hear it already, but the plinth says... One with the Eye of Truth shall be guided to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost. So, take out Lens of Truth. It's a Poe. I'll be your guide on the way, but coming back, I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow. So you gotta do is just follow him. If you veer too far off the path, you will get sucked into the desert, and I think you pop back at the midpoint. Otherwise, you get sent back to Gerudo Fortress. I don't bother killing those things. They're more annoying than they're worth. Oh, that was a trick right there. He was trying to guide us to our death right there. Oh, maybe we were supposed to just go straight. No, now we got it. All right, so this is the end. Okay. Welcome to the Desert Colossus. Alright. So, over here is a crack in a wall. So let's blow this up. Let's go inside. Hey, it's a great fairy fountain. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. Not a lot of fanfare here, but... You got Nayru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic you can use with C. Nayru's Love is an effect for only a limited time, so use it carefully. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Okay, so we now have the third and final spell on our menu. So you can see we're only missing 2 items, 2 more types of arrows, so we'll get those eventually. But yeah, so we now have Din's Fire, which casts a big fireball. We have Furor's Wind, which casts a warp point in a dungeon. And we have Nayru's Love, which casts a shield. We have also discovered the entirety of the map, finally, which is very nice. And you can see the only point blinking is the Haunted Wasteland, or really the Desert Colossus. All right, so let's wrap this up, and let's learn the warp song for the Spirit Temple. So, entering the Spirit Temple. Oh, things are already trying to kill us. Alright. You see a crawl space, can't get through there, and then you see a big block. So let's try to push that. Not working. Can't move it. Now, if you look up, I believe there's a Longshot point up here. No? Okay, well, we seem to be stuck. Nothing for us to do. But we can read these little monuments here. If you want to travel to the future, you should return here with the power of silver from the past. Okay. Let's read the other one. It says, if you want to proceed to the past, you should return here with the pure heart of a child. So, the Spirit Temple is a temple that is completed in 2 ways. Half of it is done as a child, the other half is done as an adult. There is a treasure at the end of each section. So you get an item as a child that will allow you to solve the adult side. And then at the end of the adult side, you get another item. And of course, there's a boss. That's the next part of the walkthrough, though. The Spirit Temple is really cool. And on Master Quest, it's wild. But for now, we're kind of stuck. However, if we leave, we get a cutscene. And who else would it be? Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's River. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. Hey, look who it is. Mr. Owl. You learned the Requiem of Spirit. She controls the sand now. I don't know what their deal is. Okay. So we now have access to the Desert Temple, or the Spirit Temple, and the Desert Colossus as Child Link, and we now have all the songs. So, clearly, we're almost done. This is the final temple before we end the game. However, the walkthrough is nowhere near done, really. In the next section of the walkthrough, we're going to come back. We're going to do the Spirit Temple. We're going to do the entire thing in one video. It might be a little bit long, but we're going to do the whole thing. It does require you to do it as a child, get a treasure, warp back to the Temple of Time, become an adult, come back, do the other half. It'll be a bit of a long video, but it's a really fun temple, cool puzzles. It's menacing on Master Quest. I'll tell you that right now. I'm actually looking forward to doing it again on Master Quest much later on. And then, of course, we have all the heart pieces. And then we have, I think at the end of this temple, we'll probably have another 55 or 56, somewhere around there, more gold scotillas to get. So we still got a lot of game left. But the final temple has been unlocked. And as you can tell, it seems to have been originally intended to be done before the Shadow Temple, which makes a lot of sense in the story. But either way, we are here. We are in the Haunted Wasteland, or the Desert Colossus, and we are ready to go. So, let's do the thing. Let's warp back to the Temple of Time. Just gonna remember the song. Upright, upright. And we'll end the walkthrough. This walkthrough's been a lot of fun so far. It's been a bit of a comedy of errors. Not a comedy of errors, but just one problem after the other. I spent over a month trying to get a GameCube repaired. I bought a new one. My Wavebird then wasn't working. I bought another one. I wasn't satisfied. I cleaned both of them out. Now both of them are mediocre. And I ordered a wired controller from Video Games New York. Brand new. It's supposed to be in my mailbox. I don't see it. I have no idea where it is. So I'm hoping to intercept the mailman tomorrow and just pray to God he put the package key in the wrong mailbox. I don't know. Either way, that's it for this part of the walkthrough. In the next section of the walkthrough, we're doing the Spirit Temple start to finish, both as child and adult Link. That's it. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.